Hello everybody, welcome to this new series where we're going to be looking back at some classic TV shows, maybe doing some modern stuff as well, watching through and seeing what we think of them. I'm Alan and I'm here with Jeremy.
Oh yeah.
Brass.
Alright.
So we decided that doing this new series, maybe we should start out with probably one of the most cult classic shows there is out there, and that is Firefly. It launched in 2002. It was Joss Whedon's big follow-up to like Buffy and Angel, and when I think it was one of those shows that got instantly cancelled, which is why I never bothered watching it. Like, as soon as I'd heard about the show, I'd heard that it had been cancelled. So
it always comes up as the thing that it's a travesty that this is one of the one shows that was like, why the hell is this show being cancelled?
Yeah, and so I did a bit of like digging. I remembered a few notes and a few things I'd heard about why it got cancelled, and a couple of big notes for it really seemed to be that when the show started, right, it was on Fox. They put it on Friday evenings, which used to be called their death spot.
Right.
I wonder why it didn't succeed.
Yeah,
they backed it from the beginning then.
So that was point number one. Point number two was, and I don't know if you knew about this, they didn't even air it in order. They started with episode 2.
That's like when I watched 24 by accident on the discs, and I watched our.
Wait, you watched?
You know, with 24, you remember on the DVDs? Well, on the DVDs with 24,
yeah,
it wasn't. So I watched the first series, and I always thought it started at a certain time.
Oh,
so like midnight or whatever. So on the disc, it was like midnight. So I thought, oh right, okay, I'll watch. I'll start series 2. This is the first disc, obviously, midnight, whatever. Put it on. I was like, have I missed something here? The whole series, like, I've missed a whole load of
brilliant
sort of what's gone on before.
Did you think it was going to loop back round? And it was like, it's going to fill these blanks in later. It's like,
exactly.
So it seems that they didn't put the pilot on first, and I think they also aired other episodes out of order as well. In fact, the pilot was the last episode that they showed, so I just never bothered watching it for that reason. So yeah, today we're watching episode 1, which is called Serenity, which is also the name of the movie they released to kind of tie up the storyline.
I have seen Serenity. I actually went to the.
Oh, you've seen the movie? Okay.
Yeah, I went to see it. I can't remember anything about it. I remember going to see it. When was it released? Like
2005.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember going to see it, not knowing anything about Firefly. I don't even know if I knew if it was related to it. I don't know if I knew what Firefly was. I weirdly know there's an actress in it called something Moonblood or something like that. I don't know. I might be completely wrong on that, but she's like a nerd pin-up, I think.
Okay.
That everyone loves.
Is she what? Okay. Wait, you mean as in nerds love her, or as in she's playing a nerd, but actually they just put glasses on her to make her unattractive?
No. It's like nerds love her, basically.
Okay.
Like you wouldn't be surprised if she had a cameo in like The Big Bang Theory or something like that.
Right. Okay. Like, fair.
Holy crap! Look. It's how do I think it is? It can't be. What would
something Moonblood
be doing riding the train?
In my mind, I've kind of got the impression that even the intro is going to be like, when people do like now, they do like the Game of Thrones intro as if it would been released in the 90s.
Yeah.
I'm kind of expecting the intro to be like that, like like a Xena type or Hercules type intro.
Oh yeah, like a freeze frame on a character. Like it'll be like Nathan Fillion is whatever the cat, and it'll be like hand on chin, like. And then it will come up. Yeah, that'd be great.
That's it. Yeah. I'm kind of expecting that.
Let's watch it. Let's watch it.
Yeah, let's get in. Right. Okay. So I'm going to try and control this for all of us. So let's see how this goes. You guys ready? It looks like Terminator right now.
I was going to say that must have been an influence, right?
Yeah. Oh, there's old Nathan Fillion there, I think. Looking a lot younger.
Yeah. So he's the only I know him just from. I've never watched this, but I know that he's a big deal in.
He's in loads of stuff.
When he's casting stuff, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, great casting." Because I think wasn't he like tipped to be like
Nathan
Drake and stuff like that. And...
Seamless CGI.
Do you reckon they spent the whole series budget on this, first 5 minutes?
Probably. Annoyed that no one got to see it till the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next episode, everything be on strings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna boil it. Jane, Give me the sticky.
I'm going to give you the sticky.
Ooh.
Bow.
A lot of guitar twangs.
There is a lot of twangs.
Look, I mean, look at the outfits. They obviously are trying to,
Be the Empire?
the Empire, yeah.
Bow. We can make a drinking game out of this. Anytime you hear a singular guitar twang down a shot.
You'd be very drunk.
I think I'll be
Very quickly.
Yeah, I'll be humped very quickly.
You adding humped into your daily dialogue now? Oh,
Yeah, 100%.
I'm getting a feeling that Nathan Fillion is very much going to be like the Han Solo of this, I guess. Oh, hang on. This music coming in. I'm hoping for a title sequence.
Let's moon them.
Let's moon
Let's
them.
moon them.
Moon them.
So is what they're doing illegal? Like
I guess so.
That was a wreckage, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So what's the beef with the other guys, or was it because it was?
I think it's just general scavenging in general seems to be a bit of a
Guys.
no-no.
Here we go.
Oh, what a tune. Yes, look at that.
Yeah, it kind of is.
That's what you wanted.
we said.
It's what you wanted.
Oh my god. You know when people describe this show as like it's a western in space?
Yeah. Is that just
Oh,
the
that's
music?
Summer Glow. I don't know where I got Moonblood from. That was that was the one I was talking about.
I thought you meant it was Ron Glass. I thought he was the one.
Oh right, okay, yeah, the heart, the pin-up.
Yeah, the pin-up.
No, pin-up. Lovable rogue. We all love a lovable rogue.
Lovable rogue is exactly the words that were written when they did their big book of who the characters were. Lovable rogue were the words that it said under his name.
Has the ambassador checked in yet? Nah.
His eyes are quite far apart.
Well, have you tried the badger?
They are. Thanks for that. That's all I can stare at now.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on a second. Whoa, I thought this was like a family type show.
Brass is suddenly a lot more interested.
Yeah, what I was going to say before, like when everyone refers to this as a Western space,
Yeah.
I thought it was just like some sort of like it's a bit more intelligent than that, but it's not. It's literally
It's a Western in space.
Western
Yeah.
in space.
Yeah.
Like to the music, horses.
Space cowboys.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
This shouldn't take too long.
It is as literal a Western in space as you can get,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, exactly.
I quite like it.
I got a little cash and
Grandpa.
Do you reckon he farted in the box before? That's what she's into.
So we've got we've got our lovable rogue, we've got our hard ass guy there, we've got our comedy relief.
Comedy relief, yeah.
We've got the kind of sweet nerdy girl. The old guy who's in the know, who knows about the world and all the things.
She's a
seen the
badass. She's a badass, I'm guessing.
Yeah, exactly. The woman that can handle herself.
Yep.
Yeah, we're ticking all. Is this Joss Whedon tropes in general, or?
I think these are just tropes in general, right?
Right, yeah. Why is that guy just dressed normally? Like he's from our. Did you see him?
Yeah.
Literally just had the same clothes on. Like Han Solo in. Not Han Solo. What's his name? Harrison Ford in the new Blade Runner.
Just
Basically was like, I can't be bothered to get dressed up in any clothes. I'm just
just wore
wearing
his own
a grey
things.
t-shirt and that's it.
I'm missing something funny.
Not so funny.
Ambassador's Mal's way.
She's a whore, Shepard.
to the point.
I always
Oh.
get those mixed up.
Told you she was a prostitute.
She is pretty much our ambassador. There's plenty of planets where we can let you dock without a decent companion on board.
If one of the All Maverick guys had to be our companion, yeah, we've got a spaceship. One of the 5 of our guys, who would it be?
Not sure.
I think it's Brass. It's Brass.
Yeah, yeah,
It's Brass and his sexy lips.
yeah. Well, if people are into Ewoks, and it is futuristic and in space, so maybe.
So it's strawberries and not his fart in a box that got her excited.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
Well, not like being a doctor. Helping fix people, that's important.
Little Kaylee here just wishes you was a gynecologist.
Oh, Jesus
Whoa,
Christ.
jeez.
That is not dinner table talk.
But thank you for this.
He's going to wash the whore out of you.
Do you reckon that's his job, or his job? Do you reckon that's his aim, or do you reckon he's gonna?
He's off to get some business.
Making you uncomfortable than me.
He's gonna let the sins get a hold of him.
In ingratiating himself with anyone. Yet he seems very protective of his
He's
crew.
going to bang the sin out of her.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
I was just talking that.
What's the relevance of that shot?
yeah, I don't know. Is Nathan
Right,
going to
let's-
get his penis out? No, he's just put it away.
Let's cut it so he's zipped his fly. Like, what was the intent there? Did they think, we're going to be looking at this is a different scene? Like, I don't know what's happening there.
You'd have questioned that, wouldn't you? Josh
Yeah.
Whedon just wanted to look at some dick. What you didn't see was he actually made him get it out beforehand.
The mole isn't going to be him, is it? That's the
Nah.
thing. We've been led to believe it's this guy, but it's definitely not going to be this guy.
I bet it's the other guy. I bet it's the guy who kept tripping over and stuff.
It's Dave,
Yeah.
the guy with normal civilian
Yeah.
Clothing, yeah.
2020 clothing.
Yeah. There you go. It's Dave.
Oh, what a surprise!
Oh, damn.
What?
Kaylee got fucked.
Holy shit! Wasn't expecting that.
Oh, throat shot.
Oh, the priest knows what he's doing.
Doesn't really fit the music for what's just happening.
Let's see what a man like you would kill for.
What's in there? What's in the box?
What's in the box? Oh.
Person.
Oh.
Oh, it's that.
It's-
What's
it's-
her name? Isn't it?
It's that girl you were talking about, right?
Summer,
The one.
Moonblood.
Moonblood. It's Moonblood.
Summer Glow, I think her name wasn't it? That was.
Can we just call her Moonblood from now on?
Yeah, let's do it. Where did I get that from? So random.
Fuck knows. You know what? I have woken up like that too many times before.
River was more than gifted. She was a gift.
River equals
She
Rayman.
did.
Is
Theoretical physics.
that your notes?
Yeah.
There was nothing that didn't come as naturally to her as breathing does to us.
I'm not gonna kill you, Dobson. What's your first name?
Dave.
David Dobbs.
Lawrence.
Dave Dobson.
So what, these Reavers, these like...
They're gonna be the same as them, but bad in the sense
Yeah,
of
yeah.
like some sort of what do you call them?
Like scavengers who just
yeah.
just kill everyone to get what they need.
Yeah, a worst version of these guys. Oh well, that was a bit of an anticlimax.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I thought there might be some sort of.
It's the build. They'll
Yeah.
have to encounter him in a future episode.
Or maybe the cliffhanger for the end of this episode.
I'm shining. Cat and A-okay.
Oh, I wish they would have killed her now.
Can't feel my You're lost in the woods. We all are, even the captain. The only difference is he likes it that way.
No. The only difference is the woods are the only place I can see a clear path.
Yeah, they've got to have some kind of past, haven't they?
Yeah.
Usual.
Thought you were leaving anyhow.
He needs a pimp hat
Well, I guess that depends.
with a feather in it.
Fur coat.
Yeah. A cane.
A cane.
Kaylee's dead.
I don't believe him.
No. Going out the airlock, mate.
Run! Run, Simon, run!
And I told her. I told him she was dead.
He comes back in with a gun and just shoots them all.
I'm a bad man.
And Kaylee's really okay.
No, she's dead.
Tell the truth.
Yeah, no, she is dead. That wasn't a lie.
This music, man.
I know.
It's borderline
I know.
comedy.
It's so on the nose, isn't it?
It's like more Western than the soundtrack for Deadwood.
I believe you're in more danger.
Oh.
I'm trying to help you, mate.
All right, calm down. Come on.
Fucking hell, he's dead now.
I think the one hit was enough.
Oh, look at that guy's hat. He's got the fanciest hat we've seen so far.
Mel, how you doing, boy?
One of those will feed a family for a month.
Is that just a big chocolate bar?
They don't like their kids too well.
Is that what they were?
I thought
Yeah,
they
it
were
was food.
I thought they were like bars of gold. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I think that's what they were going for, right? They were trying to make them look like old Western gold bar type thing, like bullion. And
But they weren't. They were Pop-Tarts.
they were Hershey's chocolate bars.
I wouldn't trade for Hershey's chocolate bars. They're disgusting.
I know they are. Well, American chocolate, isn't it?
Tastes
like
shit.
shit.
Well, it must be your best shot. Carry that.
It's called two-fry. Always makes it quick and clean.
Two-fry.
That's why he gets the fanciest hat. Oh! Fucking hell, they're lighting them up.
Oh, God.
Oh!
Think about asking the captain to drop you somewhere else.
I'm not playing anymore. Anybody makes so much.
You take off. Head for town. We might be able to stop them from following you.
They'll kill you.
Nora. Go.
Definite pass there,
Yeah.
right?
Are we going to get to see these? What they're called? Reavers. Is that what
Yeah,
they're
Reavers, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to get to
I don't
see
think.
them.
I think they're going to hold out on that for a while longer.
Doesn't quite work if you watch this the pilot,
No.
does it?
Not really. Funny that.
There's something you can't do.
The old quick turn.
Done the old Tom Cruise, isn't he? Gonna hit the brakes now, fly right by.
Fucking hell. It's like a nuclear blast, that was. I can all I can think of him is calling him Boris Johnson now.
I can't unsee it now.
Hold on a minute, is he not even holding the thing there?
Stick.
Yeah.
He's just chilling. It's fine. They're all good. He knows what he's doing. He's a pro pilot. Did you not see what he did a minute ago?
It's my good girl.
I think I've seen this documentary.
For Edward told us that he had also made love to a helicopter. And not just any helicopter, but Airwolf.
Well, I'm sure you'll be fine.
I didn't say that. Is this what life
Have
is?
you ever made love to a 63-year-old man?
I think the chances are quite high considering her profession.
It seems likely. There we go. Is that the end of the episode? Is that the final moment?
There we are.
Oh, look at those credits. Okay, so that was the first episode of Firefly, or the last episode if you watched it when it originally came out, and that must have been pretty confusing. What did you guys think of it? First of all, what did you having not seen it before? What did you think of it?
I think putting aside that it was 20 years ago, I quite liked it. I think I'd have stuck with it and watched it if I was watching it when it came out. I enjoyed it. I do like kind of space cowboy western sort of stuff.
I think that's definitely something that we should talk about, because as Brass said during it, all those things that went out there that were like, it's like a western in space, and Brass put it out there of he didn't think it was going to be as on the nose as that. That was. I know what you mean. You thought thematically it was going to be like that, not that it was literally going to be a western in space.
That's it.
Yeah.
I was quite shocked. Not shocked. I say shocked, but yeah, it was. Literally horses, Stetsons.
Yeah.
No,
all
I'm
the
all
guns,
for
six
that.
shooters.
I'm all for that. I don't mind that. Just some of the music score for it could do a little bit of work.
Yeah,
especially on those little in between scenes with the ship.
It's basically like the Seinfeld
yeah,
thing. Score. It's different every episode apparently, but no one would ever know because it just sounds the fucking same, and that's literally what it is. It's the Western equivalent of the Seinfeld score.
I do. I wonder if they're gonna. Because obviously there was a 6-year gap between when they were fighting the Alliance. I presume they're fighting the Alliance in the first opening scene.
I imagine it was hard to say, wasn't it? Because I felt that maybe he was with the Alliance in that beginning scene.
Yeah, he could have been. Yeah,
because the Alliance. Well, that is one of the things that I've got listed.
So
it's
sort of defected.
Yeah, well, it's like, are the Alliance just sort of the lawmaker cop types, or is there going to be more to the Alliance? Like, are they
the Empire?
Are they a bit more Empire? Yeah.
They didn't seem overly bad. Like on that original scene when they had the choice to go after Firefly ship or go and help that other crew. They
Mm-hmm.
They didn't seem like arseholes, did they?
No.
I think maybe just like a sort of like they're kind of the governing body of the.
I think the thing with that very first scene is obviously you're seeing that completely out of context. I imagine if we even went back and watched that very first scene now, it would probably make a little bit more sense to us.
Yeah.
Because there's so much vocabulary they're using there and characters they're talking about and relationships and sides. You don't have any. You have no way of, understanding what each thing is. So even now, I imagine we'd probably have a slightly better of understanding of what was going on there.
I'm struggling still at the moment to find out whether this crew is good or bad, right? Because the
chances, aren't they?
Yeah,
right?
But within the world, right? Because we have that set up at the beginning where he's working for, or he's part of the Alliance or whatever, and we're still on the, like we've just talked about. We don't know if they're bad within this universe. You don't look at black and white, bad or good. You know what I mean? It maybe it is a good. Maybe it is. It's grey, right? Everything. Because even when you look at like the captain, right? I still don't know. You're getting a glimpse of what he is or what type of person he is, but he's like we said at one point, he's technically a pimp as well. So it's like, it's where are his morals? But then at the end of it,
that conversation with that. Yeah.
Is what you're going to say. He had that conversation with the guy saying, I won't kill you unless you give me a reason. You know what I mean? It's face to face.
Unless you'll know about it. I'm not
exactly. So
you're not the kind of person who'll stab you in the back. Like it'll be honourable. Is what he's meant to be like a man of honour, isn't he? I guess is what they're getting.
So I'm guessing that's what the world. That's what we'll get from the we'll start to work out this universe, and I'm wondering if this is why it's so well regarded, because this sort of stuff does get answered or fleshed out, and there's a lot more to it than just black and white, which is makes it richer, I guess, within the grand scheme of things. But
I get the feeling on it that it's just it's just a group of people that are trying to get by.
I think so. Yeah,
like we referenced like Han Solo. We're based on the lead character there, and if you look at Han Solo in the Star Wars films, he was a scavenger and a trader and all that.
He'd kill if he had to kill.
He'd kill if he had to, but he wouldn't go out his way to kill or harm people, which is kind of the.
But it's not like he has to do that, right? It's like they could be doing. He could be doing another job, because he's like, say for instance, you talk about Han Solo. He was he was a criminal, right?
Yeah,
but
he
didn't. But it wasn't because he was in like. He was up Schitt's Creek, or he was down on his luck. He was just, that was what he chose. But he wasn't like he wasn't like a...
I know what you mean. Yeah, he could have chosen a more law-abiding lifestyle. Exactly. But he chose to go for the, I guess what you'd call the easy buck.
Yeah.
Of delivering questionable items around the galaxy.
But they're nice criminals.
But they're not.
They've got a code of honour.
Obviously, a worse level. Exactly. Yeah. Something I wrote down quite early, but became, I think, more and more apparent as the episode went on. Do we think we're going to see some history between Mal being the captain, and Inara being the prostitute? I think that seemed by the end of it quite clear that there is a past.
It did say that was Anson, wasn't it? Whether we find out what it was, I don't know. So
I mean, the instant assumption for me is that, I don't know, he fell in love with her while she was working there. I mean, maybe this is just too obvious. He wanted her to get out of the life she was. She's a businesswoman. She wants to make her. She's happy with her choices, and I assume that would be the split in their relationship. That may be too obvious. And not the case
and at the start, he was fine with it because he was getting some poontang.
What do we think the deal is with River being the sister? Has she? They obviously said that they've done some experiments on her, that she's some kind of super genius. Is she going to be a bit of a Mary Sue, or that she's going to just be? Is she going to be a badass, super clever, just great at everything?
She'll be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Still, but she will obviously have some sort of gift that is like more than anyone else offers on that ship.
Mm-hmm. She's going to be I think she's going to be the key point of the story. I think a lot of it is going to revolve around her. Would be
what's her face from The Fifth Element?
Yeah, like Leilu from. I think. I think she's going to be the thing that drives the plot, because right now we don't really know where the storyline's going at this point, do we? We know they're all still on this ship. We know that some people clearly want her and she's highly valuable, but that's all we've really got at the moment.
And is it because that was one thing I was going to bring up? Is that going to be like the through arc or whatever it is, or the through storyline where it's they're on the run, sort of?
Because what tends to happen in a lot of programs that you see like this is that first series will be lots of like one-off episodes, like self-contained stories, as I say, like Monster of the Week, as they would used to call them, with these kind of things, where each episode they're dealing with a different thing. And then maybe towards the end of the season, a main through line would start to appear. And as you progress further into the program season on season, it becomes more about the bigger storyline, and there becomes less and less of these Monster of the Week type episodes. I think, very vaguely from what I heard, I think the show's going to have that, but I think it is going to be quite built around its big themes from the off, and I think that is part of what damned the program by them playing, because I don't just think it was the first episode got played at the end, I think they also played a few episodes in the wrong order. And I think that's really what did it, because that storyline is so important, that big picture story.
Yeah,
but
that makes sense.
But it seems to me like she's got to be that driving force for the main narrative right now, because there isn't anything else that's come up thus far.
No.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more and seeing what happens.
Favourite part of the episode? I know what my favourite part of the episode was.
The bit where they're all laughing in the...
Oh, that was good, yeah. That was good.
That's made me laugh. I thought that's a good thing.
It was probably just the walking on back on the ship, shooting the FBI guy.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, that was probably my favourite moment.
I was going to say walking back on and shooting Dave, as we called him. Dave Dobson, I think.
It was no nonsense, wasn't it?
Yeah. But those were probably the two best moments. But those, I think they were probably the most fun moments of the episode individually. I guess they were like the silliest bits. They're the bits that made us laugh.
I was going to say, I'm still struggling I'm also struggling to see what the tone is yet. Really, which I think after a few episodes we'll probably get the idea.
This episode was a lot of serious Mal, wasn't it? It was a lot of kind of him just getting arsey and and I hope they have some more comedy moments.
Well, that's the thing though. This first episode was, yes, there was a plot, but the storyline of we can't find anyone who'll buy this stuff off of us, so we'll take it to another planet and they're double crossing us, is a very weak and minimal storyline, because the episode was so focused around so many characters it had to introduce.
Yeah.
So this was very much the learn who the characters are, and I'm sure from next episode we'll start to see arcs, bigger story arcs as opposed to character, and it will be the characters developed through the story rather than we've got all these people we need to introduce. What do we think about the Reavers? Do we think that the Reavers are the Reavers going to be something that we're going to see a bit of every episode, or is it going to be a while now till the Reavers pop back up again?
If it was me doing it, I'd be leaving it a couple of episodes.
I was going to say, I think they'll draw it out.
Yeah.
They'll pop back up maybe in a... It's funny, isn't it? Because I think we're thinking about these plot points and stuff from a very different perspective to what you'd be thinking about when it originally came out. Because when it came out, you'd be thinking, oh, well, we'll tease at these now when they will do more in season 2. But we know that there's only a season 1. So we are probably going to find ourselves with a lot of plot points that just get no resolution whatsoever.
Yeah.
I mean, what if we don't? Yeah, what if we don't see the Reavers? What if the first time you see the Reavers is in the Serenity film, for instance?
Well, yeah, exactly.
If they're in that,
it could well be. It could well be. There might be lots of things that we see set up and absolutely zero payoff.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see with that in that context, because we now know that the story behind the series.
Yeah,
I'm definitely not as an initial watch. I'm not like, because the worry before was that we talked about it having this cult following, or like it's quite a highly regarded. Yeah. And my worry was I was going to watch it and just be like, nah, Yeah. But to be honest, like I'm actually looking forward to seeing how it goes. Seeing where
I do think it was always going to struggle to keep up, like with the cult following that this. Because I said at the very beginning that this is one of the shows with an absolutely huge cult following. It genuinely must be one of the biggest cult following shows for something that got cut off before it got a chance. I can't think of many shows.
I was going to say, when you think about this one season, that's it.
Yeah. So I think it's always going to struggle to live up to the full hype, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be a good show.
No, I like if it was shown on Netflix today and it was the first episode I'd watched, I'd definitely watch another one. It wouldn't have turned off. I wouldn't have turned off. So,
shall we head off? We can chat more about this off camera and get ready to watch episode 2.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you for watching this. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, please remember to hit that sub button. Head over to allmaverick.com where you can check out more of our videos, our podcasts, our blogs. We'll be back soon with another one of these episodes. But why don't you go check out some of our other videos right now? Thanks for watching, everybody.
Peace and love.
Bye.